Listen up, beautiful nerds. Imagine your body covered in painful lumps and a treatment. A frog placed directly under your skin because people believed it could pull disease out of your body. Dun 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 dun. During plague outbreaks, some treatments involved placing frogs directly into the area known as buboes. The idea was that the disease was inside you, so it had to be withdrawn. At the time, people believed illness came from imbalances in the body or a kind of poison that was trapped in the body. So the treatment was to remove it, and the frogs were seen as creatures that could absorb that poison, almost like a bridge between health and disease. Unfortunately, justice for the frogs. Now, in some accounts, people believe the frogs didn't just sit there, they absorbed the disease, like literally. That was the whole point, right? So it was said that the frog would swell up, take in the poison, and eventually die, sometimes even explode. Now, when that happened, they replaced it with another frog, and then another frog, and then another frog, until eventually the patient either recovered or died. And guess which happened, since this was not a treatment at all? Which one happened the most? In a lesser known manuscript, Isaac Newton described a remedy involving a toad. Like, leave the toads and frogs alone, please. Basically, the process was hanging it upside down in a chimney, not sure why a chimney, for days until it expelled the material and died. Then they would grind it into a powder, mixing it with whatever came out of the frogs, and were placed in the body to withdraw the disease again. So it was either they would place the frog alive so it can soak up the disease, or they would kill them, grind them up into a powder, and then place that powder in the wound because it would absorb the disease. Poor frogs and toads, again, justice for both of them, because the reality of it was that none of these treatments treated the infection because the plague was caused by a bacteria, Yersinia pestis, and it was spreading through the body. So these methods, of course, it was not going to stop the actual problem. But here's the part that's almost ironic. Modern science has found that some amphibians actually do produce powerful substances that kill bacteria and other pathogens. But at the time, they didn't even know what pathogens were. And today, this is one hell of a plot twist, excuse my language. This is actually really sad. But today, the word plague has been used to describe a deadly fungal disease that has been spreading through amphibian populations worldwide. And it is absolutely devastating because scientists have described it to be one of the most destructive pathogens ever recorded and is wiping out entire species of frogs. Isn't that so insane? Back then, people believed that frogs could pull out diseases, and today we know disease doesn't work like that. But the irony of it is that the creatures that was once used to absorb illness are now being wiped out by one. Thank you for watching, my lovely friends. I am Glory from Archives of the Century. Stay safe, stay weird, stay curious. I'll see you in the archives, my historian friends.